One year ago, I decided to spend my high school days at the boarding school. It is a pretty quick decision, I guess, because I didn't even think about it too far. Actually, the reason behind it is that I want to grow, to do something different, to get out of my comfort zone. I couldn't wait to start my new journey and meet a new friend, so I thought it would be the most exciting moment in my life. But as you might expect, the reality is not. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Tawfiqa Widia and I'm from Albayan Islamic Boarding School. This is such an honor for me to own this opportunity to be heard, to share something that I believe is the most valuable thing in my life. Is it about my boarding school? Of course not. This is about the journey of how I come to one point in life where I start to rethink and embrace the new way of living with a high respect for time. Yes, you've heard it right. It is about time. I'm hoping to send you all a wake-up call of how we need to respect our time more in a way which is far better than we did. To begin with, let's ask deep within ourselves. Which situation will make us feel worse? Lose some money or lose some time? I believe that most of us will never be in mind whenever we lose some of our time. Why do I say that? Because we rarely regret ourselves for the time we spend for something we are not intended to do. Going down the social media rabbit hole is one of the biggest examples. After all, we sometimes forget that time is one thing we can never get back. Once it's gone forever. There's no such a thing called recycle bin for our time where we could restore the time we spent useless. Now, I'm studying in a boarding school that has a very tight learning schedule. I remember the first night I was here, I cried behind my bolster in the middle of the night. I felt like I was on another side of the world, with strangers and lots of things I couldn't handle. How could I not? I have to wake up early in the morning and fill the day with many kinds of activities until midnight comes. I have to do everything by myself, which means that I couldn't depend on others. Washing clothes, ironing, drying clothes, and other kinds of household activities which might look simple surely become a big deal when you do it all alone. But then, this condition leads me to a self-realization that if I wish to succeed in my learning process with the best result, I completely have to allocate my time as well as possible. I need to make the best use of my time. Dear audiences, so what can a good time management actually do? Well, for students, some researchers show that effective time management is linked with greater academic performance and lower levels of anxiety. So, if you are a student or a teacher who wants to improve the student's academic result, you might consider this as your first step to take, making sure that your student at least know how to manage their time. While for adults, a good time management skill has a positive impact on their work and personal life. They are said to be more productive, happier, as well as have a constant positive mood, which leads them to a sense of more fulfilling life. But how? You might ask, how do we start this time management after we know these key benefits of managing time? These two actually puzzled me in the first place. I didn't know exactly what to do to put things in order. So I tried so many ways and strategies to manage my time. Some were okay, but most of them didn't work on me. I tried and tried until I found a strategy that I think suits me the best. This trial and error then made me realize that in order to be able to manage my time well, first thing first, we need to fix our attitude to time. This attitude shows how much we value time, what it means for us, and how this instills a belief within ourselves that making the best use of time is something that makes each of us different. Once we've owned this positive attitude to time, it will drive us to the endless efforts of making the best of our time. Days go by so fast. Weeks feel like a day. And sometimes I ask myself, what have you been doing so far? At that time, I felt like I was nothing in this world. I feel worthless and unsure about myself. But then, I remind my own self that it's been a great job by having this positive attitude to time, because that means I've gone far better than before. How about you? Have you created your positive attitude to time? Have you respected time the way it deserves? As time will always go on, no matter what you are feeling and experiencing, I think now is the perfect time for us to change and start doing something for the better. I hope you all have a nice day, well managed as well. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.